Hi there, a very good morning and good afternoon to all of you, depending on wherever you're watching me. This simply Stocks, and I'm live in this live session with you all. As promised, I'm live at around 1 o'clock, and hopefully, you all are doing well, and your investment and trading journey is also doing pretty well. So, today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic, a very interesting company as we get along. So, this is a company in the consumer domain. I'm going to talk about in detail about this and will answer your queries as well. So, a very warm welcome to you all, and hopefully, you all are doing well on this Sunday afternoon. Uh, as we go along, we'll discuss about the markets as well, and we'll discuss about sports as well. So there are a lot of topics, and where the market is headed, etc. We'll discuss all that. So that's the call. Let more people join in. Let more people come in, and we will begin this session in earnest once that keeps going. So kindly do let me know if you're able to hear me and watch me properly, and so that once we discuss about the stock, I will, I mean, in that sense, discuss on screener as to why I believe that these stocks are pretty good, or this stock is pretty good to buy into. So, Prashant, hi, a very good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Uh, so it's audible, all right. So let's first discuss about the markets. Afternoon, Bhupinder. Uh, I hope you're doing well as well. So interesting phase of the market currently that is going on. We are seeing that the Nifty has been trending between 17,700, 800 to 18,100 levels, and we have a situation where I believe that the market might remain in this range. The market may not say move more, I mean, more on the upward journey, or more on the upward trajectory. It would be in a situation where the markets would remain range bound between 18,100 to 17,700 levels. So that's the call. Mid cap and small caps may go up and down, because see, things are not very clear on a number of fronts, and we are looking at a situation where there is a lot of resistance above 18,100, 150, and so even mid and small caps are not performing that greatly, unless there are companies that are doing exceedingly well, or there are companies that are producing strong numbers. They are doing extremely well. We have situation where Newgen has done well, Newgen Technologies. We have a situation where a small cap company on which I made a video about 3 4 weeks back, a month back, Preveg, and that has done well and has zoomed. So there is value in the mid and small cap stocks, and one of those I have brought today. So later on, once probably few minutes down the line, we'll discuss about that company as well. Because I want more people to join in before I begin discussing about that company. So that's the call. Afternoon, James. Madhur, a very good afternoon to you. Gurmeet. So hopefully I'm audible and visible both. So we'll discuss that stock on screen. So that's the call. Hello, Mr. Kankar Tata. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so another announcement I want to make here is that there are few members that have come in on YouTube lately, who are, you can say, members. So for those, there is an announcement is that if they want some of their queries to be answered, better they should just put up their queries on the Monday video. Whatever video I put up on a Monday or a Tuesday, probably on a Monday. So whatever video I put up on a Monday, I'll put up a technical video on a Monday. You put up your queries on that video, because it's extremely difficult for me to go through comments on each of the videos, and to just scan through as to uh, uh, whatever queries from the members that have come in. So on a Monday video, you can put up your queries. So suppose you have a number of queries, you wait for tomorrow's video and then you just put up your queries there, and I'll answer there and then in the reply box. So that your all your queries get answered there. Another point here I want to make is, if you cannot become a member on Patreon, you can become on YouTube. And I am now bringing up everything that is currently provided on Patreon on YouTube. So I'll put up the watch list for the small caps and the mid caps by evening. So that will be put up on YouTube and Patreon and WhatsApp simultaneously. You can become a yearly member on WhatsApp as well, so you can do that as well. So that is my call here. And one thing is that uh, from now on in, I'll be more focused on putting up detailed videos on technical analysis. So that's one part. So if you are a member, you can put up whichever stock you want me to do a technical analysis. And probably if there are not a number of queries, then I'll definitely have that analyzed on Monday. Then on Tuesday and Thursday we'll have live sessions in the evenings, and that will have detailed analysis on the market and the simple live session in which I answer queries. On Wednesdays there will be one particular large cap stock that I'll be bringing to you. On Fridays, normally that would be the day when I'll put up my stock of the month kind of a stock, or a stock that could go up to 3x in a very short time. So that's on a Friday. On Saturday, I'll have video on a particular stock that needs to be analyzed by the members. So normally Patreon members come up with queries on a particular stock. I'll analyze that on a Saturday. And on Sunday, like today, I got this stock, so I wanted to discuss this. Otherwise, I would have done an educational video. So more or less, I would have done an educational video. But since this stock just came into the limelight, and the result came just yesterday, so it looks pretty good. It was on my radar for quite some time. So now it seems like it is something to be looked at very closely. Do your own analysis. Again, standard disclaimers apply, that this is not a stock recommendation, and people taking any position to any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research. And I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. So that disclaimer do apply. But yes, this is a stock to be looked at. So before I talk about that stock, a little bit about sports. India has won the first test against Australia, did extremely well. Ravichandran Ashwin with a number of wickets, Jadeja putting in. And my take on the pitch is that when we go to Australia, especially when we went to Australia in the 90s, and those who watched cricket in the 90s would concur with me that in 91 when we went to Australia, 91 92, and in 99 2000, we had uh, seeming green pitches there, and we had to play that out, and our team was not that equipped in terms of our batting, except for in the 91 92 series probably Tendulkar to an extent, and Ravi Shastri. And in 99 2000 even Rahul Dravid was not in form. So we had a total calamity in that 99 2000 series, losing 3-0, except for that one century by Sachin Tendulkar in Melbourne. So it's time India also provided them with the same kind of medicine, and India used to do that all the time. I mean, in '98 when Australia visited with Azharuddin captaining the side, and throughout the '90s we had spinning tracks with Rajesh Chauhan, Venkatpati Raju doing all the tricks along with Anil Kumble. So if you people remember England 92 93, that series, and others. So that happens across the globe. So my take on that is that now my take on this is that we go to South Africa, we get bouncy tracks. We go to New Zealand, we get extremely wet tracks, I would say. Remember the 2002 series, and so the same will be meted out in here. So Rohit Sharma scored 100, a magnificent century. Australia might look at their batting and should look at probably having players which could cope with that. And there were players earlier which used to play pretty well. Used to play spin pretty well. But at this point of time, with so much of T20 cricket, it doesn't seem like we are looking at a situation where test match cricket will be played in a manner it used to be played earlier, apart from a few. So Cheteshwar Pujara is one, and some others. So absolutely, my country, my pitch, it has to be like that, and I believe things should remain the same. I will not be surprised if Australia win a test match. I mean, that is not out of realms, especially if this takes place in Dharamshala, but I don't think the test match could take place in Dharamshala, the third test. So, uh, the fourth test, sorry. So, I think that will be moved because the ground is not ready. But overall, I think it could be a 3-1 score line. And yes, Kankar, I mean, New Zealand pitches in 2002 3, I remember New Zealand, India getting out for 99 and New Zealand for 94. So those were the days as well. So nobody put a finger on that, and now, I mean, it doesn't happen like that. So uh, at the moment, I feel India ruled the roost at home. 2012-13 was the last time India lost Test series. I think it was Monte Paneser's England, and India ended up on the losing side. So, uh, 10 years, and I think this is counting. And maybe not many people would like it, but if a team that could beat India in India, it could be Pakistan, with the way they're bowling, and if everybody of them is fit. But I don't think we're going to see Pakistan play in India anytime soon, probably in the next even many years. So and that happened in 99 2000 as well, when Wasim Akram's side visited. So overall, I believe that India is all set to perform extremely well in this series and probably make it to the World Test Championship final against Australia. So that's the call. So, Sagar, just a answer to that. Mastech has business in UK more or less, and Sequent has most business in Turkey. So, the query that was for Sequent, the major reason is for whatever is happening in Turkey. Sequent has a sizable business, I think 14-15% coming from Turkey. So that's why it is not performing well. Mastech is not performing well because UK is under pressure, but Mastech looks attractive here. So that's the call there. So coming back to the markets, as I explained, I think we'll be range bound for about 2-3 weeks or so, unless we take out 18,200. So that's the call. Yes, Kankar, India Pakistan in the World Cup, World T20 Women's. Again, hoping that India win it. India have lost only once in women's world event. So looking forward to that. All right, so now let's talk about the stock. Enough of dilly-dallying with a lot of things. Let's just talk about the stock of the moment that I wanted to discuss with all of you. So I'll take you to the Screener website, and you'll be able to, I mean, uh, have a look at the stock that I wanted to discuss with you. So So this is the stock that I wanted to talk to you about, as it is opening up. Hopefully, it will do in a while. The internet is not quite at its peak at the moment, but the name of the stock is Ice Make Refrigeration. It's a very interesting company. Yeah, that is here. So it is a 450 crore market cap company. The current price is 286, and I have been, you can say, looking at this stock for at least 6-8 months. So the stock was around 135, 137 in June, July, and it was trending around there, trading at around 20 times. Now it is trading at 25 times. Now, this is basically a company which was established in 1993, and they are into the business of providing customized cooling solutions like cold rooms, etc., freezers, commercial and industrial cold storages kind of things. And these kind of freezers, etc., is being used in the, you can say, poultry industry in that. So something like a Venky's might be using it. And they are into a lot of things in which we have you can say transportation of perished goods that get perished pretty quickly, so you require refrigeration. Now what is interesting about the company is that if you look at the quarterly numbers and how the numbers came out yesterday, that is what has given me the push to put this stock on the channel. So I don't own the stock, that's a disclaimer. I wish I would have, because the kind of numbers it has produced is tremendous. So you look at the December quarter numbers, which is absolutely, you would agree that it is a weak quarter that we are looking at. December is perhaps one of the weakest quarter for such companies which make refrigeration products. So it gave sales of around 67 crores versus sales of 49 crores. There was a clear jump of over 50%, over 30% on the sales front. And the fact that they had margins which expanded to around 11% versus 6% is what should trigger a big move tomorrow. So operating profit, which was around 3 crores, 2.9 crores, has gone up to as much as 7.3 crores. And even looking at December, you can say 19 numbers where it was around 3 crores, this is a big jump. So overall, the company has done exceedingly well, and that's how numbers improve sharply. And probably this could be a trend going forward, that the numbers will continue to grow. What In the bottom line, we see that we have 5.88 crores of profit this year in the December quarter, versus if you look at 1.7 crores, only 1.7 crores of profit, 1 point, in fact, 1 point, let me have a look, 1.27 crores of profit in December 21. That's a huge jump of 3.5x. So finally, the EPS of 4.43 for this quarter is much higher than 1.27 last time around. Overall, very big numbers, stupendous numbers, I would say. And now we are looking at the March quarter. If you look at the March quarter versus December quarter, this is the kind of progression the company normally has. Around 49 crores becomes 76 crores, of 50% jump. If we take that on note, then we are looking at 100 crores of sales in the March quarter. And we are looking at a situation, even if the margins are 11%, around 11 crores of profit in here. And overall, I would say, let me calculate what could be the ratio of the EPS, because I have not done that. I'll just calculate right here. So if the EPS was 4.43 on operating profit of 7.31, so EPS is around 60% of what the operating profit is. If I see that the operating profit is around 11, then you have a situation where the EPS will be around 6.6. So overall for the year, I believe that the EPS could end up being somewhere closer to 18.75, 18.8 rupees. If you look at the current price, at the moment it is around 286 rupees. So currently the PE of the stock is on a FY23 basis only 15.2. That has been the performance this quarter. And normally the stock trades around 24-25 times. So a good 60% upside is very much possible in the next 6-8 months on the stock. And we have the whole summer season that is coming up. So this stock looks prime for a big move. If we look at the market cap is only 451 crores at the moment, and if I say that they'll do 100 crores of sales, so in the March quarter, then we have a situation, if I include the other income is extremely less. So let's just calculate the sales that is there, and let's just calculate how much sales they could do in FY23. So they could do somewhere around, uh, let me have a look. They could be doing somewhere around 300 crores of sales in the FY23, and the market cap of the company is only 450 crores. So it's trading at only 1.5 times sales. I think this is heading much higher from these valuations. You can do your own analysis and analyze as to where it could be headed, but this could easily trade at 2 3 times sales, provided that the numbers continue to be of the same nature. We look at the balance sheet, then reserves have increased from 2017 to from 8 crores to 52 crores. If you see here in 2017 it was around 8 crores, in 2022 it's around 52 crores. It would have increased even more in the December quarter, which is not listed here. If we go further into, you can say, debtor days has reduced from around 78 in 2018 to around 60, looking good. Inventory days has also reduced from around 160 days to around 120 days. Now, one in and probably would have reduced even in this year as well. We'll find out in the after the March quarter. The shareholding pattern is not quite out here, but as I saw on the company website, the company itself hold up a sizable chunk, so that's also pretty good. So overall, I believe this is a company to really look at, and probably a stock to really keep an eye on. If you really want to get into something, I think this is something to really, I mean, keep an eye on, and look at from a 3 4 year time horizon, in that sense. So that's my assessment on this. Let me know if somebody of you hold ice make or not. Do let me know in the comment box, because a very interesting company that's come to my notice. So that's one stock that I wanted to tell you about. Do let me know how you find the setup this time around, the lighting, etc., because it has not never been that great, I understand, since I started the channel altogether. So hopefully now it's much better than what used to be, trying to change a lot of things. So hopefully this will bring in more subscribers, which I always wanted to have, but currently I don't have. So do subscribe, those who are watching, do subscribe and like and share, and help me grow this, you can say, grow this knowledge all throughout, you can say, most of the investment fraternity. And only way you can do that is by helping me on this channel through liking the videos and sharing it as much as possible. That would go in a great deal, and become a subscriber here. It won't cost you anything, so that's the call on my behalf. So that's my point. Now I'm ready to answer your queries. Kindly use the super chat and super sticker feature that will help me grow the channel. That will help you also ask me questions and eke out answers in greater detail. Okay. Uh, Gameplays. Okay. Random Gameplays has asked Jubilant Foodworks, can we hold on at 20% down? See, difficult to say. I hope their numbers improve. The numbers were abysmal. Now, there are two aspects to it. If you have a 3 4 year time frame and you have spare money, you can probably add around 300 330 levels. If it really falls around 330 350 levels, that's where you add. When you end up down, being, if you're down 30% or so, that's where you average. If you are a trader, I'm sorry, and you have bought from a 1 year perspective and all that, then you need to get out and have a stop loss. So one thing I want to share with all of you, and I have said that a number of times since 2018 when I started the channel, is that you should have stop losses on your, you can say, trades, if they are trades for less than 2 years. If they are trades for less than 2 years, you should have stop losses. Even for long term trades, you should have stop losses. We have seen how accidents happen uh, with a lot of companies, DHFL, Manpasand Beverages, Future Consumer, and there are number of instances where stocks have fallen 70, 80, 90%. Uh, uh, it is very important for you to have stop losses for you can say trade for investments which are 4 5 years, then have deeper stop loss. For trades, have only 10 12% less than 10% stop loss. That's my call. Concur, yes, VBL is the promoter is selling a disclaimer. I have the stock in my portfolio. I would say if somebody who holds the stock should add more. If the stock goes to 1200, 10, 12, 20, there is a clear understanding among the market participants in this arena, in this you can say business or sector, that VBL is something that is going to do even better going forward. I believe that in 2 years time frame, the company could do 40 to 42 rupees of EPS in FY25, and I won't be surprised if the stock trades at 65 70 times. So we are headed much higher from these levels. At least doubler from here is what I expect over the next 2.5 years. So that's the call on VBL. Yes, promoters are selling, but numbers are pretty strong. And I don't doubt the promoters that much, which have built the company from around 15 20,000 crores to where it is at the moment. So that's the call on something like a VBL. Okay. MTAR Tech, very positive. In fact, I was positive since 1600 level. So it's not that I'm positive at this point of time. The fact that the company has been uh, producing very decent numbers and the stock had gone up sharply, so it corrected. That's all. So from a 3 year point of view, I think I won't say that it's going to be a multi-bagger from here or go up very quickly, but I think 25 27% CAGR returns uh, can be expected if you can buy on 5 7% dip. So that's the call on MTAR at the moment. MTAR Tech, Turkey impact. So there will be impact of the Turkey, but as far as I know, apart from Sequent, which has a major, a decent, I mean, decent exposure to Turkey, I don't see a number of companies having extreme exposure to Turkey. So probably you should deep dive and find out as to whether your company has major exposure to Turkey or not. Otherwise, you could be in trouble. So I don't know of it and in detail. CDSL is something I liked during 2020 and 2021. I made videos and talked about it. Even I held on to it till mid 21 and then exited at a decent profit. So I don't know what is the price currently. Let me just open up, because this is a query that has come up a number of times about CDSL, that whether it will continue to perform, not perform. So the stock is at 1,000. Interesting. So I can give you a disclaimer. I sold at 1300, 1350, around those levels. It went to 1600 after that and has not gone there. So see, you need to understand trends. So where trends change, you need to understand. So this time around, I did not put up a YouTube. This time on Sunday, I did not discuss any, you can say, educational part. Probably this is one. So you need to understand trends in the market in order to make money, even from a medium term point of view. I feel CDSL, on any rise you exit, and the reason for that is that the way demat accounts were opened over the last 3 years, it will not be matched for the next 3 4 5 years. Why is that? Although people will say a number of things, I am in the same business. I would love people opening up more demat accounts, coming to me for consulting for other things. But the fact of the matter is that in the first year, between 2020 March till 21 May June, people made a lot of money, and in the next 1.5 years, people lost a lot more. And tell me if I am wrong on that. So there are individual investors I'm talking about who are down 25 30 40%. after making decent amount of money in 18 months between 2020 March till 21 July August or so. So things will be same again in another disastrous situation where whatever there's a pandemic like situation when the market goes down 40%, then you will see a lot of demat accounts being opened again. So CDSL per se may just gyrate between 900 to 1200 or 900 to 1100 like that. Long term stories have moat and CDSL do have moat, but the you can say the trajectory of that mode or the pace of that mode will not be the same as it was in the last 3 years. So probably wait for a year and a half and then get into it when everything has been priced in. So that is the call. So I think it will struggle another 12-18 months before performing. It's the same thing as it happened with uh, something like IRCTC. So it's the same, you can say family, CDSL and IRCTC. IRCTC going up to say 1200 post split levels, 1180, and not touching that level at all, and not looking like touching it at all. Although a lot of videos, a lot of discussions was on IRCTC that it's going to be whatever 10,000, 15,000 before split and all. So that's the call. So trends do change, and you need to either buy into companies which are away from these trends and keep on churning out 20-25% profit growth. Even those tire out sometime for a year and a half. Case in point, Asian Paints Pidilite. Uh, so that's my call in here. Good afternoon, KJ. Uh, See, Astral from a 3 year perspective look extremely good. I believe Astral for me is a very decent buy here, but on a short term basis, it looks weak. It could very well go to 1900 levels, 1850 levels, but 2 3 year story intact, and it is in the leader in the piping space. So that's a call there. Uh, Newgen Software, so a disclaimer, I have the stock in my portfolio. Now it has run up a bit, probably on a 5-7% dip can be accumulated. I think IT and especially mid cap IT should do extremely well in the next 2.5 3 years. Again, a story that should play out in the next 3 years and not immediately. So that's my call. All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot for being online. Please like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you can get my videos straight away when I post it. And kindly do support me on Patreon. Thank you.